Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and Friends.
To Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Good morning and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Hi, Chef Michael. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Sandy?
Good. We've got two guests in the audience today. We've got James Thompson, and we have his little friend here. Who's this, James?
Oh, his name is Mr. Ricky.
Mr. Ricky. Hi, Mr. Ricky. How are you?
How you doing, Sandy? You sure look good. Whoa!
Well, thank you, Mr. Ricky. You sure look handsome in your nice suit. Look at that. Yeah.
She better cut that out.
So, James, you are a ventriloquist.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But what about your buddy here? Does he do the ventriloquisting?
Oh, yes. He throws his voice, too. He's got a little figure at home that he works with, too.
Yeah, it's a young lady figure, too. I've been in that suitcase a long time. I need me a date tonight.
Well, you know what? You can join us Wednesday night. We're going to be over at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria, and we are going to be having the wonderful band with Chad Michaels, Joey Vespi, and Chef Michael, and Jimmy Molador on saxophone. So maybe you can come on out and sing a song with us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd love to do that.
He does karaoke sometimes.
I could do a little karaoke. You know, we'll sing some songs.
Is there some food there at the restaurant?
Of course there's food. Wonderful Italian food,
oh,
yes.
Yeah, I like that. Spaghetti and pasta.
And in fact, mentioning food, Chef Michael is a wonderful chef. And you know what? Every morning here on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show, we start out with one of Chef Michael's recipes. Maybe you could tell him what your favorite Italian meal is.
I sure like to do that.
What is it?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
And meatballs.
You like spaghetti and meatballs?
Yeah, and then, I could tear that up.
Well, Chef Michael, can you give them a recipe for spaghetti and meatballs?
Well, Smith Food is one of our sponsors. So what you do for you guys, just go down and get that top ramen, and boil that top ramen, and get yourself a can of ragu, and just pour it right over that top ramen, and you got one delicious spaghetti. Let me tell you something.
I don't think that's exactly what they were looking for, Chef Michael. Do we have a caller?
We have a caller?
T. Fox. Hi, T. Fox. How are you?
How many times do you want us to promote you on the radio? You are the best, buddy. We love you.
What a fabulous show you had the other night, Thursday night at Sherry Gordy Presents. That was wonderful over the Fiesta.
Thank you. Oh, God bless you. I was just calling to say thank you guys so much for coming. I just got back in town, and I just wanted to say I had a ball that evening, and it was just great seeing you and Chef Mike out there smiling and enjoying yourselves. And I'm glad you saw 36 hours worth of work there, man.
I know. My gosh. What
it was nice,
show.
Steve Fox. It was a lot of white people. I'm serious. When I first went to see you, it was a bunch of brothers. Now
it was a real melting pot the other night. Yeah.
It's been, now you got the old white blue hair group coming to see you. You must have busted them in from Atlantic City, because I don't know.
What's it called? Snow, what is that called? Snowbirds.
Snowbirds.
That's it. Snowbirds, yeah.
And it was nice. I got to tell you.
And then the rest of us.
You really belong. Let me tell you something, T. Fox. You really belong on Broadway, kid.
On Broadway.
I got an offer in another month and a half to go and audition for Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah,
really? Where at?
At the Majestic Theater in New York City.
You're not
really?
You belong at, kid.
Is that for Majestic Theater? Is that the main theater where the show is?
Majestic Theater, yes. I had about maybe 2 years ago a person come up to me and he said, "Hey, man, you did pretty good. You're almost better than me." And I was looking at him going, Okay, sir, thank you. I said, what's your name? He said, my name's Michael Crawford.
I was going to say Michael Crawford. Oh, my gosh, he's amazing.
You did, to do that number, let me tell you something. It's a very difficult number to do.
That's that one.
It's a theatrical number. Right.
Yes, it is.
And you...
Music of the night.
And you really put it
Music
in.
of the night, yes.
And it was excellent. And the Grossos were with us. You know that. We had the billionaires.
Yes, the Grossos.
So I said, Carl, why don't you buy the joint? You know what I mean? And I'll just be the entertainment director, and we'll make the T. Fox room. That's all, you know.
I got to tell you, what was great about it is you also had some other entertainers that joined you up there on stage. You had Talmage was there singing with another band, and the drummer in that band is Dr. Malik. I know him as Dr. Malik because he's my eye doctor.
Yes.
But
is that right?
Yeah. So they were singing, and of course you had Brooks Thurman was up there.
Yeah, I had
being
Brooks
the
up
host.
there. I had the magic of Paragon and Tess, the dancing duo. They're unbelievable.
And Monique Brewster, you sang a song with her. Oh my gosh!
Monique did a great job. She should bring her car on the stage like Liberace did. She has that.
We would have did that, but there was no way of getting that car in there. We were
no.
Listen, I call some of my friends. I'll disassemble that sucker so fast. We'll put it right back. We'll take the tires.
I got to tell you that those monitors.
We also had the beautiful Christy Love with us as well.
Yeah, Christy Love was there. Yes.
And let's not forget Rich Rizzo dancers.
And your wife, Imani Fox.
My Fox City dancers did a fabulous job with Janet Jackson, and it was a versatile all around. And I took it to the Italian world. I opened it up with Bugsy Siegel.
I know.
That was pretty well.
That was really great, and I'm glad that you did that, kid. So now you can start your car. So I'm really glad. But anyway, T. Fox, we love you. And for calling in, you're going to get 2 free show tickets to see me and Sandy at
Wednesday night.
How do I pick those tickets up? I want to come see it, man.
You got it, T. We love you, brother.
All right, you guys take care. I'll see you very soon. I'll try to make it over tomorrow, okay?
Okay,
Thank you,
great.
buddy.
Thanks a lot, T.
Thanks, T. Who else is on the line?
We've got Mimi Williams.
Mimi, who the hell's Mimi Williams?
With the Jazz Society.
No, not that sexy redhead.
Yes. Hi, Mimi.
My goodness, how wonderful.
How are you? How are you?
Mimi, what the hell are you doing up at 5 after 9? You should be sleeping or making raviolis or something. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just dusting my hands off with the flour. I've been making the ravioli.
The ravioli.
Way to go, Mimi. We sure missed you at the WEMA event. Everybody asked for you. And I says, what happened to Mimi? I says, she's got so much money. She's like the Grosso. She gets up in the morning. She starts counting. And before you know it, it's midnight. She's got to go to sleep.
But Mimi told me the other day, she said that Zena is going to come down with Mimi on tomorrow night, Wednesday night.
Are you taking Zena?
Yeah.
I am working on that. Zena's dance card is so full. But I'm going to try to bring her down there tomorrow.
I talked to Zena. I never knew she was a pole dancer. That's what
I heard. Years and years. No. Actually, she's a viola player.
Yes.
And she worked here for many years here on the Strip. And, so she's been a part of our family since I was like 14 years old. So, yeah, she's been around our family for a long time. Yeah.
She's Auntie Zena.
Auntie Zena, that's
wonderful.
Right. That's right. So, Mimi, listen, what is the Jazz Society doing this week?
Well, we are fine. We are getting ourselves in gear for our first event of the. Good morning. See, my mind.
First
my mind
event
and my mouth
of this part of the year.
Yes, of the fall season. We're going to be doing our Sunday afternoon jazz at the Bootlegger Bistro, starting September 7th. We do usually once a month. We'll do something special.
Okay.
And so this is going to be on September 7th. It's going to be celebrating 50 years of the jazz samba.
Now, who's going to be performing? Who's going to be performing at this?
Patty Asher is going to be there with her group.
Okay.
And she's just an absolutely wonderful singer. She has just won all kinds of awards all over the world.
Okay.
And she's Brazilian, so you have to come out and shake your maracas.
Shake the maracas.
Shake the maracas. But it's going to be a wonderful program. We are really looking forward to it, and that will be Sunday, the September 7th.
Well, why don't you bring Patty on the show, Mimi?
Yes, Mimi.
Yeah, why don't you bring her, see if you can get her to come on the show. You can come on the show, and then let's talk about this big event, and
that would be wonderful. Yeah, it's going to be the 50th anniversary of the Gets Gilberto, bringing bossa nova to the world.
Oh my God! So it's Brazilian music. I went out with a Mexican girl once.
No,
I had her in my show, and she wanted me to dance, and I danced with her, and we were dancing, which was nice. And I said, "How did I do?" She said, "I was as sexy as a Spanish olive with his pimento hanging out." What that meant, I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Yeah. So listen, Mimi, so hopefully we get to see you tomorrow night, and then we'd love to have Patty come out and you, of course, to promote the 50th anniversary of again. That's Say that again.
Gets Gilberto.
Gilberto.
It's like Giancarlo.
Gilberto.
Yes. So we are encouraging people to come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can get more information if you go to vegasjazz.org, and you can get information, and you can even buy tickets.
Okay.
Wow. How much are the tickets, man?
For the members, it's $12. For the general public, it's $15.
Is that all? You can't buy a meatball sandwich at Sienna's for $15.
I hear you. And they have a meatball sandwich at the Bootlegger, too.
The Bootlegger. Well, that's where Kelly Clinton is performing.
That's right, Monday nights, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that girl. What a sweetheart.
Wonderful entertainment. But we are the Sunday afternoon from 2 till 4. 2 till 4. And, you go to church and you pray for everybody, and then you come to our program.
Well, we got to come out this Sunday and see the show.
Well, this will be September 7th.
Oh, you're not doing it then. Oh, so you only that one day? Only
7th.
That one day?
We do one program a month, and that's going to start off our September programs and the fall programs. So anyway, we are looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sandy and I are doing a big show with a 16-piece orchestra. I think it's in a few weeks. I'm going to do about 3 to 4 weeks from now.
Well, you better figure it out.
Yeah,
because if you want to promote anything, you have to have a date for it.
I got my money. Anyway,
where is it going to be?
Well, I tell you, to God's honest truth, there's a couple places we have in mind. But Sienna's, and it'll be on Sunday. It'll be a sit-down dinner, $35 a ticket, 16-piece
Just don't do it on September the 7th.
No, that's right. It'll be a 16-piece orchestra. Dick Kastel.
Yeah.
Dick Kastel is the leading the band. That's Sandy's dad.
And maybe we'll get him to sing a song.
Yeah, it would be nice, like the Old Gray Mare or something.
No, actually, My Funny Valentine would be nice of him to do for Joanne. Yeah, he does a beautiful rendition of that.
I'm trying. My father-in-law's get up in years, and he's 84 years old. He'll be 85.
Don't tell him.
Nope, don't tell him.
He doesn't know it. He still thinks he's 59.
And I'm doing everything I can to get close to the guy to stay in the will. You know what I'm trying to say to you. So he wants to leave me his cars.
Yeah, but Joanne
they leak oil. They don't pass smog.
Joanne keeps saying, "Well, you better be nice, or I'm going to pencil you out."
Oh, I'm out of trouble.
Listen, thank you so much, Mimi, for calling in. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, and hopefully with Zena, and then for sure on September the 7th with Patty Asher, the 50th anniversary of Gets Gilberto. Right?
Yes,
I said it right.
It's going to be wonderful. Lots of good energy.
Okay, so go to vegasjazz.org to get your tickets. They're $12 if you're a member and $15 if you're not. So sign up for that right away, folks.
You got it.
Okay, thank you, Mimi.
Seeing you guys.
Okay.
All right, we love you. What a nice lady. I go back with Mimi. Gee whiz, so many years. I never forget Mimi. She was walking to Fremont Street. Mimi was the best.
Listen, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we've got James Thompson here and his partner. Who's your partner again, Mr.
Mr. Ricky.
Mr. Ricky, yes.
Yeah, blow was shaking.
Maybe we'll get Mr. Ricky to sing a song for us in a few minutes. Anyway, we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors with Chef Michael.
Call me up. Let me talk to somebody. Where are you, people?
Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Good morning and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. We are here on KLAV Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every week, and we look forward to seeing you and listening to your comments. So give us a call at 702-731-1230. That's 702-731-1230. You can also find us on Facebook at Sandy Kastel and Friends and on YouTube, where John Stiles will be posting our shows Right after, it's usually up within a couple of hours. I mean, you are so fast. It's amazing. You know, before we got you, John, you know, we used to be told that it took 5 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours to post these things on Facebook. And we're like going, why? Why does it take so long? You know, because I've seen it posted very quickly. But I got to say, thank you so much, John, for all the hard work that you do for us. You're out there taking photos. You're out there taking videos. We see you at the West Wing Cigar, you were at the West Wing Cigar Lounge. Now you're at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria with us every Wednesday night. And our show starts at 8 p.m. and goes to 11:30. And we have some wonderful entertainment, including the gentleman that's sitting right here with us right now. James Thompson is going to be joining us with Mr. Ricky this Wednesday. That's tomorrow night, folks. So you got to call now and make a reservation at Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria.
Just long as there's food there, I want to eat. I got to eat me something. Well,
so,
you know.
Yeah?
What? You like chitlins?
Chitlins, I don't eat that stuff.
I make a thing called chitlins parmesan. You'd love it.
Oh, what is it? Is it steel hog?
No.
Intestines?
No.
He said no.
No.
Is that what chitlins is?
Yeah.
Hog intestines?
That's right.
Well, I never knew that.
Delicious.
What you guys Italians call it something else.
We call it zufrite. The Italians would call it zufrite.
Or else, but it's also, isn't it tripe? Isn't it called tripe also?
That's the stomach. That's a whole different thing.
That's the stomach. See, what do I know?
Years ago, the Italians
it's stuff I don't eat.
Different, but they made it so delicious. You can't get that no more.
No, but see, in Arkansas, where I grew up, they smell too when they're cooking. So do yours smell when they're cooking?
Well, of course. If you do tripe, you have to boil it for 4 hours. So what happens is
in somebody else's house, right?
Yes,
right, James?
But we season the water with lemon and stuff, and then when you make the marinara sauce,
maybe you could use some of that pine salt that you used last night to clean the floors. Holy cow! I got to tell you, James, I was sitting there, I was watching TV, and he just made me. What did you made me some shrimp scampi with the pasta? Oh my gosh! I was eating this, and all of a sudden, this aroma came from the kitchen. Oh my God! I was like, what is this? It was the pine salt, but it must have some kind of like lemony smell, but it was terrible. You know, I had to get up and go wash it down with some water and open the doors.
It's funny you say that because my mother, I talked to my mother a couple of days ago. She's 85 years old.
And counting.
And counting. And my grandmother died at 94. And the Italian mothers are always dying. If you talk to your Italian mother, they're always like it's their last day. I mean, it's over for me. I'm dead. I ain't going to live long. In the meantime, by the way, let me 300.
Is this like the Italian guilt?
Yes. So what happened is my mother, this is a true story, and I wrote a cookbook called Don't Dirty the Stove. Sandy and I are doing a new one called Don't Dirty the Kitchen.
Yeah, because I live with this guy. Let me tell you.
Now, my mother was the worst cook in the world. People go, ooh, give me a little. You have any audience? Right, exactly. Right. So my mother did not cook.
But your grandmother did.
Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the cooking that my mother did, she'd make like stuff like spear rib stew. Then she'd make you don't remember Franco-American brown gravy.
The
Franco-American brown gravy. My mother used to get the meatball. She used to get ground meat, and then she would turn around, believe it or not, put it in a bowl. I would watch her, but she'd put salt and mustard, and she cut these gigantic onions up. Because years ago, the huckster would come around, and for 25 cents, they gave you 3 onions, 2 Jersey tomatoes, and a head of lettuce for $0.25.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
They had that, too. So what happened was she cut the stuff up, and me and my sister would look, and I said, you want that crap? And my sister said, no, just go to Grandma's house and eat. So my mother said, did you kids eat? Yeah, Mom, it was delicious.
It was delicious.
My mother was a cleaner. My mother cleaned the house. I'm telling you, when you walked into her house, she wiped the bottom of your shoes. I'm serious. My mother's house smelled of pine sol and mothballs.
Oh my God!
Remember the mothballs?
Oh gosh, and that smell is strong.
And she used to put them behind the couch. Now, you people out in Radio Land that are my age, from the ages of 50 and above, you know what I'm talking about. The Italian people still get the mothballs and they stick them around the house.
Hey, what about the plastic on on the couches. You know, I used to know some Italian family. My friends, you know, had Italian family had the plastic on the couches, so you sit down on the plastic, so you didn't damage the couch.
Right now, what happened is you froze your ass in the winter and you sweated in the summer.
That's right.
My Uncle Frank did the same thing. He had bowl tires, never changed the oil, no bumper, 2 lights that were out, but his seats were beautiful. Because
hey, Mr. Ricky, I want to ask you. Now,
yes,
did you ever have these kind of issues when you were growing up? Any plastic on the couch, or any of that, or mothballs?
Yeah, his mother was like that.
His mother was like that.
Yeah,
James?
but she had allergies, so she had to protect herself.
Oh, so what'd she do?
Well, she kept the house real clean,
spotless.
In fact, it's so clean. When you go to the bathroom, you're afraid to use the towels in the bathroom because everything is in its place. So, but when she comes to my place, she can only stay for an hour or 2.
Now,
he's a clutterer.
When somebody has allergies and stuff like that, they usually have to use like shades. Instead of using curtains, they'll put up blinds or they'll use the shutters and stuff.
Yep, she had all of that, and she wears
even though shutters collect dust too.
And she wears a mask around the house too.
Oh, she's very sensitive.
Who's your
very
mom?
sensitive.
Yeah.
My mom. Yeah.
How old is your mother, if I may ask?
She's 78.
78. No, but she cooks good.
Yeah, she cooks real.
What is your favorite dish
that she cooks?
That your mom makes?
Oh, I would say.
Well, I bet Mr. Ricky knows.
No.
He doesn't eat her
She didn't
food?
cook for him.
She didn't?
Yeah.
Aw.
He's got a girlfriend that cooks for him.
Oh.
Yeah, she cooks good, Susie.
Well,
Susan.
I know. And Susie cooks.
Susie?
How come you don't cook?
Well, I never learned how to cook, man.
You don't cook for Susie?
No, I don't cook for her, not unless it's oatmeal.
Oatmeal?
Oatmeal in the morning.
Why oatmeal?
He loves oatmeal.
Yeah, let me tell it, man. I love oatmeal. It makes a guy want to walk.
Will you cut that out?
Ricky, tell me, Mr. Ricky, excuse me, tell me about your girlfriend Susie. What does she look like?
Oh, she's so nice. She's about 4 foot tall and got great shape, looks good, got good legs, good calves, kind of like yourself.
Will you cut that out?
You.
Why are you flirting with her?
Well, I'm just
you're kind of cute
man.
yourself.
Well, she sure look good. Man, I wish she was single.
Well, she might be single. You want to ask her?
No, man, I know she got somebody. She can't look that good and don't have somebody.
Well, that somebody's standing right next to you, so you better watch out. He's wearing that shiny blue suit.
You see that? That's Mike in this shiny
I
blue
want you to know something there, Mr. Ricky. I don't carry a gun. In your case, I got myself a set of wood chips.
And you know what?
You better watch yourself because I'll give you a blood test you never heard of.
Did you hear that?
I'm not afraid of no gun. A gun they misfire, but a razor will never miscut. I got a razor.
What? You're not Leroy Brown, are you?
You're afraid of a saw, though, aren't you?
Yes, she says you're afraid of a saw.
No, I wanted to say he was asking you, but back to what I asked you before. What your mom? What was the thing that you would love that your mother would make?
James.
Would you tell him?
No, you tell her.
Well, I loved her fried chicken. She could really cook chicken real well.
One of my favorites.
I loved her rice. She could really tear up some rice, but now they tell me white rice is bad for me, so now they want me to eat brown rice.
Oh, come on.
She never cooked brown rice. She's always cooked the white rice, and we put a lot of butter in it. It tastes real good, And I love grits when she cooked grits in the morning.
Oh, Michael likes grits. Yeah.
Mike likes grits. You hear that?
He got some soul in it.
Oh, I got soul. Trust me. We had a lady. We had a woman. Her name was Reba Green. And back in 1956, the family she took care of the house.
Yeah.
And I would watch her cook.
Oh, wow.
And I learned, believe it or not, the traditional soulful cooking way before these bags came out to put in food and so forth and so on. She would get chicken. Cut the chicken up. She would let it soak in milk for about 2 hours. She'd get a brown paper bag and put flour in the bag. She would season the bag.
Oh, wow.
Then she'd get the chicken, throw it in the bag, the brown bag, and she'd shake it up.
Yep, they did that
and
a lot.
And she used to say to me, "Chow." She never called me. She called me child. Chow. She used to say, "Never throw the oil out." And she had those days they had the Maxwell cans. They were like this big. My grandmother used to get like a barrel of Maxwell House because that was like the coffee that everybody used.
That's true.
And Reba would get the macaroni strainer and she would dump out the oil
into the can.
And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen,
save it under the sink. Yeah.
Right. She would save the oil under the sink, and that is the taste. Did your mom do that?
No, she didn't do that.
You must have had money.
What'd she do? What'd she do, James?
No, we were poor in the South, you know.
Well, you used lard, though, didn't you?
Yeah, we used lard.
The lard's good, yeah. But
no, my mom, when she was coming up when I was a kid, she was a maid. So she did housework and all that. Then later on, she went back to school, got an education, and became a nurse.
Wow.
Really?
And so, but she started out as a maid.
Well, I learned to make collard green. Because I make a tremendous collard green.
And now my mom could cook greens real well too.
Now, but you make it different than the Italians. What we do, I'm serious.
We do?
I experiment, yeah, because she made it with the vinegar. You guys do the vinegar, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
We don't do that. I get the collard green and I saute it in oil and garlic with the lid. I add salt, pepper, parsley, and garlic. Once the collard green is done, it comes out delicious. Then I put it in Italian bread with provolone cheese and I bake it in the oven. You've never tasted a collard green sandwich so delicious in your life. I'm serious, and I had it at my restaurant. I'm telling, brother,
with
listen
bread
to me.
Too?
Italian bread, collard green, but it's sauteed in oil and garlic. Because collard green's like rapini, brook it up. It's got like a bitter taste to it. You have to have a required taste for that. But the way I make it, and I had people eat that, and they went out of their mind over it with the provolone cheese baked in the oven on a sandwich. I'm telling you something, it was great. And then I still got the pan that she used to make the cornbread in. She put that cornbread. Remember them old heavy pans?
That's a cast iron, the
cast iron pan, and she would bake it in the oven.
Yeah.
And boy, I'm telling you, that's an art. So, you know, it's a blessing that I had the opportunity as being a chef, learning the different cultures, okay, and then she would make iced tea.
Well, James, what was your mom's specialty with the collard greens?
Well, I didn't know that there was that much to go into it, but basically she cooked collard greens real well, and she had the cornbread too. I haven't had good cornbread since her and Marie Callender's. You know? So now you do cornbread real well.
I do cornbread. You know, cornbread's the same thing as polenta.
Oh, okay.
Like grits, that's exactly what that is. Grits is the white, the polenta is the yellow. I'm sorry, Sandy, go ahead.
What?
Oh, no, I'm just saying. I was watching him because
you know what? Nike don't dress like a chef.
What do you expect the chef to look like?
I went in all in white, man. He got this blue suit on, some white shoes. He's looking sharp, dude.
I know.
I say fresh. Say, this cat's looking fresh.
Now, I don't know about fresh. We cut that out.
Why you gonna say something like that?
Well, the suit is kind of shiny, man. It's blinding me right now.
It's blinding you.
It's blinding me too.
I don't think Sandy will ever get rid of him because he can cook. You know, women like dudes that can cook.
He can cook too on top of the rest. His seafood's the best in town. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and today's guest is James Thompson and Mr. Ricky. And Mr. Ricky told me a secret about James and where they're going to be performing next. So we're going to ask him about that as soon as we get back from a message from our sponsors. Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. I can't hear you because I don't have my headphones on. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You know, it's funny. I watched ventriloquism is absolutely...
Ventriloquism?
Ventriloquism.
Who's Vins?
I said Van.
Who's Vins? Who's Vins?
Jimmy Van Zandt. Ventriloquism is a tremendous art.
But ventriloquism is even a more amazing.
Nobody does it. It's a dying art. A lot of people that don't do that. They had Waylon and Flowers.
Madam and Waylon Flowers.
He had this little.
And now
puppet.
They got Thader.
You like Thader?
Terry Fader.
Yeah, Thader can sing, man, better than you can.
What's that? Well, Terry Fader.
He has a lot of friends on his show too, from what I understand.
Terry Fader, boy, he got lucky, but that was the hook. The hook for Terry Fader is when he came out and did "At Last."
Well, James.
At last. Will you cut that out?
Come on, sing it for us. Sing it for us.
I don't know that song. I was just
But
joking.
that was cool. That was cool. So,
that was cool.
Mr. Ricky, do you have any other pals with James that you guys do in your show?
No, I'm the only one. That's why they call me Mr. Ricky.
Mr.
I'm
Ricky.
the only one.
You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm kind of selfish. Will you cut that out? Well, I am, man.
Well,
I don't want no company.
Mr. Ricky, when did you team up with James?
It was a long time ago. I was about 13 years old.
Yeah.
Well, you wasn't 13.
I know, I'm joking.
Well, tell them the truth.
I'm 300 years old. You 300 years old? Mm-hmm.
300? How are you 300 years old? You look not a day over 15.
I'm made out of wood, honey.
You can live forever, huh?
Uh-huh. That's what I'm trying to tell her. Shoot.
You know, this gentleman that does the ventriloquism, when you people come down to see him, in fact, you'll see him on YouTube. If you look at him, he looks exactly, he's got the same build, the same height, all right, the same weight as Sonny Liston.
I hope he can take a touch better than Sonny Liston.
Well, I don't know. Tell the truth, you must have been told that for years.
No, most people say I look like the guy in Lethal Weapon. What's his name? Yeah, Glover.
Oh, Glover, yeah.
Or they say I look like Rayford Johnson, the decathlon man of 1964 that won the gold medal. But
you don't think what do you think, John? Do you think his kid resembles Sonny Liston a little bit? Oh, watch it now. When I hear that bell, oh my God.
Do we have somebody on the phone, Ryan?
Who do we have on the phone?
Magnolia from Truffles and Bacon.
Magnolia.
Is there a song for Magnolia?
Yes, there is. Nothing can be finer than to be with Magnoliana in the morning. Something like that. I don't know.
Well, all the women have strange
Magnolia?
names that call this show. They have some crazy names.
How you doing, Magnolia?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
And I hope you had fun having our mac and cheese last Saturday.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I had a second helping of it too.
It was great.
So amazing.
And we live in Canyon Gate, and we had the guards at the door. You know what I mean? And which is nice. You know,
they were waiting for their plates.
And they know when we have a party. I always call the gate and said, send one of the guards up to.
And they've sent a dozen.
And they sent a dozen guys up. And my lawyer got up and said, Mike, is the feds giving you a hard time? I said, no. The feds.
Listen,
around that Truffles and Bacon was bringing food, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. They heard that Truffles and Bacon was going to be bringing food to the WEMA event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate you supporting WEMA. That's Women and Men in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education, mentoring, and scholarships. And every month that we have a luncheon, we raise money to go towards our scholarship fund. And so we are raising funds continually for scholarships. We've already given some out to the UNLV Jazz Program, to the Nevada Ballet, to the opera singers that went to Italy. In fact, we're going to have Mark Thompson on tomorrow to tell us a little bit about how they did over in Italy.
Is Mark going to stay?
That's nice.
No, he just comes in for a couple of days. But Madeline, I understand that you... your location where you're at is doing very well, and it's over at the Antique Mall. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we're inside the Antique Market on 6665 Southeastern Avenue. And every now and then we come up with specials, and that's why I'm calling you to let you know what our specials are, aside from what we have regularly on our menu.
Oh, what is your special today?
So today we have a soup and sandwich combination. Our soup for today is roasted corn and tomato chowder, and it's paired with, you know how tomato soup is nicely paired with the grilled cheese, the same grilled cheese that you have?
Yes.
Then that's one of our combos. And then we also have a mushroom brie BLT, so that's sauteed mushrooms with roasted brie on top of it with the BLT, the bacon, lettuce, and tomato. And that can be served on either sourdough bread or marble rye, whatever they choose.
Mr. Ricky's getting awfully hungry. I see him salivating over here.
Well, come over. We'll be open in a few minutes. And then we have... Jackie has a fat brain, so we have Oinky Burger in our menu. And the Oinky Burger is a slow-roasted barbecue pork that's topped with pepper jack cheese or your choice of cheese. And it's in our burger, and that's on a brioche bun.
Oh my gosh, this is so much. Oh my gosh, Madeline, this is amazing. All these specials. Now, where can people find you? Do you have a website out there or a Facebook page?
Yes, we're both on Facebook. We're also on Instagram, and we have a website. Our website address is trufflesandbacon.com, and our telephone number is 702-503-1102. So they can call in their orders if they want. If they're on their lunch break, they can call in their orders.
Oh, really?
We can have it ready for them, or we also deliver within a certain radius.
Oh, that's good. So they can call in and then come in and pick up their orders. So that's 702. You can call in at 702-503-1102. However, this is if you are close to the Antique Mall over at 6665
Southeastern Avenue.
Southeastern
Madeline,
Avenue.
You've been wonderful. That plug just cost you $400. How's the show tickets working for you?
Oh, they're great. We've actually, one of our clients came back a second time after seeing the show, and she was actually invited to on stage.
Oh, so she got on stage.
They had so much fun.
That's good. Well,
so see, getting free tickets for you, for your show, this all trickles down, and here this lady was on the stage.
Well, that's marvelous.
In Las Vegas.
Well, this program is the only and Sandy and I, we reach out to so many people because we know what it is to get started in business.
That's right.
And in Las Vegas, there is so many places that open up.
A lot of competition.
And as fast as they open, that's as fast as they close their doors. You got to have a hook. And I'm telling you, with these show tickets, it helps a lot of people because it gives you a comp. Our show at Sienna's, we bring a lot of great entertainment to get people booked, to have people see.
You should come out tomorrow night, Madeline, really. Because, you know, you can meet a lot of people there. Right. And also, I know you've heard of Cafe de Cebu with Shallow, and they come out also Wednesday nights and see, and you get to meet other people and get them invited over to your place. Truffles and Bacon, that's Truffles, Truffles. N is in Nancy, BACON. And Truffles and Bacon, you can call them at 702-503-1102 and put in your reservation for your lunch. If you are near 6665 Southeastern, go visit them at Truffles and Bacon. And we're so excited to have you be a part of our family, Madeline. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thanks for all your support to WEMA.
Yes, have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
See,
Bye.
The Filipino people are just, they know I love balut.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why.
Well, you know, I got to look at Mr. Ricky has been sitting here. Like I said, he's salivating. He's hearing all these specials, soup and sandwich, roasted corn tomato soup. Oh my gosh, mushroom brie, BLT. Oh, it sounds so good. What do you think, Mr. Ricky? Are you hungry? Are you getting hungry?
I'm getting very hungry. James is treating this afternoon.
Jimmy, James is treating.
Listen, Mr. Ricky.
Yeah, you got all the money. Why you got to say I got all the money, man? Money is the root of all evil. Root not the hind, it's the whole tree, man. You act like I don't pay you. You don't pay me, man. Are we getting paid for this show? Why you worried about that? Money, don't be thinking about money. All right, dude. I won't think about it. Well, okay, I'll treat you and I'll pay for lunch this afternoon. Is that okay with you? Yeah, man. Let me ask a question. Who you want to ask a question? Sandy. You want to ask Sandy a question?
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, Sandy.
Yes.
Can you cook?
Of course I can cook.
See, she can cook
I can
too.
Cook
she stays with a chef.
Yes.
She's got to be able to cook. She's with a chef.
That's right. I cook soft-boiled eggs in the morning.
Well, he may do all the cooking. You know, some guys do all the cooking and the young lady don't do nothing. Well, she's not that type. She cooks too. All right, that's what I wanted to know.
I also made Chef Michael something that he doesn't make himself, and in fact, he doesn't really like it usually. But I made him poached salmon.
Oh, that's good. That
sounds good. You ever had poached
too.
salmon? It's good. It's good. You poach it in water, and it's really, really good. It makes it really nice and soft and mild. And you put a few capers on it. It's very nice.
Oh, that's pretty good. That sounds good.
So, Mr. Ricky, you were whispering in my ear a little earlier, and you told me.
Wait! Don't get Michael jealous. Will you cut that out?
You had a secret you said you wanted to tell me about where you and James are performing next.
Oh, we're performing tomorrow night at Sienna's. Italian, authentic. You want me to say that last word? Trattoria.
Yes.
See, you should have let me say it.
You're going to be out there tomorrow night. We're looking forward to that. And tell me how now, James. How did you get involved in doing this? I mean, what drove you to want to be a ventriloquist?
He was a lonely kid. Well, you cut that out. I wasn't a lonely kid. You didn't have no girlfriends. You didn't have nothing, dude. All you had was me. You only got 2 phone numbers in your phone book, Hank in the fire department. Hank in the fire department? Yeah, and Hank is at your job. Well, you cut that out. Oh, man, we started out when I was about 13 years old, and I was a class clown in school. And basically, I had to figure out a way of stop being a class clown and be more positive. So ventriloquism was the answer. So my grades jumped up. So there was a big
need for this, yes.
And teachers, everybody hated my guts before 13. After 13, after picking up Ricky, my grades jumped up. I took care of business in school, and then, looking back,
it was a lifesaver because I probably would have been in juvenile hall or county jail or something eventually.
Now, did you take Ricky to school with you?
Yes, I took him
you
to
did,
school.
And they liked that?
Oh, they loved
and
him in
they let
class.
you do that? Oh, that's so cool. So let me ask you, Ricky, did you get a degree too from high school, a diploma?
Oh, no. I got a high school diploma.
No?
And I got a junior college degree.
Oh, a junior college degree.
Yeah, junior college, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, congratulations.
Yeah.
So what was your degree in?
Oh, it was basic, the basic requirements, and then I stopped. James went on to San Jose State, though, and got his college degree in psychology.
He did?
Oh, thanks for the plug.
Oh, wow.
Well, I thought she needed to know that
Does he analyze people?
No, just his girlfriend.
Does she like being analyzed, Ricky?
No,
I don't think
no.
So. Nobody wants to be analyzed.
She's a doctor leading.
Why you gonna put my business out there like that?
Well, I just want to let Tito know you're available.
Yeah, and so where can people find out about you, James? Do you have a website or a Facebook page?
Oh, his website is www.theropemaster.com.
And why is it the Rope Master? Where does the Rope Master come from?
Well, you want me to tell her that?
You better.
I do jump rope exhibitions all over the world. I'm the strongest jump roper on the Guinness Book of World Records.
The strongest jump roper? Now, what does that mean that you're the strongest jump roper?
Well, I jump rope with people hanging on me up to 3. And a lot of times people can see me around town at Beecher's Madhouse at the...
oh, you're that guy?
Yeah.
With people hanging all over him? Well, could Chef Michael and I hang on each other?
Oh, yes, I could have both you guys.
Let me tell you, for me to do that, I've got to take my money belt off. You ain't never going to lift me up.
It was called Grosso's money belt.
The billionaires!
In fact, one of these times I'll be at your show, and if you're wearing pants, you have to wear pants.
I have to wear pants, yeah.
And so I have you on the back.
Bloomers.
Yeah, I have you on the back, and then I'll have Chef Michael's on my shoulders, and I'll jump rope with you at least 10 times.
Oh my gosh, well, we got to get a higher ceiling because I don't think they have that high ceiling.
Well, I used to see Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was on the Ed Sullivan show, and Sonny was, he did all that different stuff, and Muhammad Ali did that. And me, were you ever a boxer?
Yes, I used to train for Golden Glove at one time.
Me too.
But my forte is judo. I'm a 5th degree black belt in judo. I represented the United States 3 world championships for sumo wrestling and 2 for judo.
Holy cow! Oh my gosh! So you're not just a pretty face.
No. I work with some of your MMA fighters like Frank Mir, the heavyweight. I've worked with a lot of those guys in the area on how to throw better.
Really? Well, I got a thing called 38.
38.
Let me tell you something. It works tremendously all the time.
Listen, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and you never know what to expect here on our show. So we'll be right back after a message from our sponsor. Our special guest today is James Thompson and Mr. Ricky.
Yeah, baby. Come on, call me up, 731-1230. Talk about a recipe.
Welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Let's give Chef Michael a round of applause. That was a little slow, Brian. Come on, you gotta keep up with me. Come on.
What's wrong with you, Ryan?
Let's try that again. Let's give Chef Michael a round of applause. That was much better, much better.
I was singing last week and somebody booed me, and I looked and said, "Who was it?" He said, "The Grossos." They went, boo. I said, "Oh, the Grossos."
Boo-hoo. You know what? I got to tell you, everybody that was at the show last week, you've got to go onto YouTube. Yeah. You know, John Stiles put together this wonderful video, and you've got to look at it. He's got a couple of them up there of the photos of our last events, of our photos from actually back to West Wing, all the photos that we've been doing. And he did a collage of them, and he put some music to them. So check that out on our site, our YouTube site. Just Google Sandy Kastel and Friends, I guess, and you can find all kinds of things up there.
I'm going to say this again.
And Lisa Grosso was showcased in there.
Yes, she was.
They had multiples. I love the little thing that you did.
I want to say this real quick. John, for the people that are out there for weddings,
bar mitzvahs,
whatever, seriously, you need to give this man a call. His work is on.
John Stiles. What's your phone number, John?
702
702
371
371
3195
95. In unison now. And remember,
If you're going to do it,
Do it with styles. Do it with styles. That's great.
if you're going to do it with styles.
how much did that cost me, Mike?
What's that? 2
An
weeks
arm
for
and a
free.
leg.
Hey,
got John on the
is
phone.
John married? Is John married?
No.
No.
No, John.
No,
Well,
John's at the...
are you a matchmaking service, Mr. Ricky?
Yeah, I can hook him up.
You can hook him up?
Ricky,
You got
John's
someone in mind for him?
A little person at Deaches.
John told me, Ricky, John told me that he's at the age now when a girl says no, he's grateful. What do we got on the line?
We got Don.
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 Hello, Chef Michael, it's Don. I got 10 members of the family coming over next week. I need you to cook for me. I heard you're a good cook. Can you do it?
I can
you
do it,
take
Don.
care of it.
I wonder, can he thwart him?
It's really Steve. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Steve. Hi, buddy.
You know, Steve, we hardly could recognize you with that.
Just having a little fun. Hey, listen, I'm enjoying the show. One of these days I will come back to Weimar. Just going through a lot of tough times right now, but I do want to get up there one day and see you guys. And I promise to have Michael duct tape my mouth after the 5th plate of food.
No problem. We love
Don't
you.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. Come on out and see us at Sienna's tomorrow
buy you a
night,
drink,
okay?
Steve.
Yeah.
I
buy
will
you
try
a
to
drink.
get up
Come
there,
on
you
out.
guys. Keep up the good work. I'm enjoying the show, and have a great day.
Thanks
you,
a lot,
buddy.
Steve.
He was a fan. Steve was just.
He's still a fan.
And no, he was a fan.
Just a
and
fan.
he came up. Just a nice, nice people.
Oh, okay.
And and this radio show's really been a blessing. It's how many times we've been about 85 shows so far.
Something like that.
85, 90 shows.
Somebody's keeping track.
And it's really been. Yeah, I know.
I think
And
John Lindquist.
John Lindquist. Is
John
Lindquist.
Lindquist, are
is
you
out
keeping
there.
track? How many shows has it been?
John is the best, and it's such a pleasure coming in because I got to
3?
tell you, every day, 5 days a week, Sandy and I get up. We're up at 5:30 in the morning.
No, he's up at 5:30 in the morning. Let's make that clear. I'm up at like
getting
6.
ready, and it's hard. Sometimes you walk in the
30
studio, and if I don't feel funny,
maybe 7:30.
I'm not funny.
I
but
might get
feel
up at
funny.
5 till 8.
But when I see John Stiles, he gives me inspiration, and John cracks me up, and he gets me started so I can be hilarious. So, Ricky, tell me the truth. How do you feel having this guy's hand stuffed up your, you know what?
Keister.
Well, I think he might be leaning to the other side.
Why would you say that?
Because every time I come out here, man, you always got your hand up there. We can cut that out.
This is a family show.
That's right.
Cool.
All right.
That's right.
Man.
That's
He
right.
brought it up. Michael brought it up, man.
So listen, wait, Mr. Ricky, I got to ask you. You got the nicest eyelashes.
Oh, thank you, honey.
And you're wearing such a nice suit.
She's got me going.
That's right.
Nike, you in trouble.
You know,
You cut that out.
Susie must be very, very lucky.
Susie's not the only one. You cut that out.
You mean you've got other girlfriends?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, honey.
Uh-oh.
So if
Susie,
Michael don't treat you
Susie,
well,
if you're listening in
you
now,
cut
don't
that
pay
out.
attention to him. I'm sure he's not dating anybody else.
Well, I tell you, don't tell no lies.
Well, you cut that out. Well, she asked me earlier, could you sing? Would you do one little thing? Because I know Fader, he sings all the time. We just want to let people know we can sing a little bit.
I want to hear you
Too.
sing.
All right, let's do it, Nee. All right, how about this one? I had to meet you here today. There's just so many things to say. Please don't stop me till I'm through. This is something I hate to do. We've been meeting here so long. I guess what we done, sounds so wrong. Please, darling, don't you cry. Let's just kiss. I don't play that.
That was
And say
great.
goodbye.
Sound like Nat King Cole to me.
Oh my gosh, what's that? What is this, Ryan? One what?
1 minute?
1 minute?
We got 1 minute left.
We got 1 minute
Oh,
left, that's
we're
all.
done
Ryan,
fast,
you're
didn't we?
always the bearer of bad news. I got to tell you, every time we're just having fun. We're just getting
1 minute
started.
left. You gotta be
Listen, I got to
joking
ask
me.
you, James and Mr. Ricky, will you guys come back another time? I know we're going to see you tomorrow night at the West Wing Cigar. At Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria. I'm sorry, honey, but
If I
we
can
were
get up
there.
early, I'm going to come back.
All right,
You
all right,
come
great.
back.
Well, we want to welcome you back, and don't forget you can find out more about them at theropemaster.com. Theropemaster.com. Check out James Thompson and Mr. Ricky,
Right.
and come on out to Sienna's Italian Authentic Trattoria tomorrow night, Wednesday,
Trattoria,
and we'll be here
trattoria,
tomorrow morning,
trattoria.
Wednesday, with Ricky Cash and Aaron Phillips.
And tomorrow,
That's right.
tomorrow we'll see Giancarlo.
That's right. Ciao. See you
My buddy
tomorrow.
Giancarlo.
Have a great day.